important because they reflect our sense of right and wrong. They help us grow and develop. The decisions we make every day are the reflections of our values. Let us all understand the importance of humility through the presentation done by my classmates of class 5A.
This is a story from the epic Ramayana, traditionally ascribed to the Maharishi Valmiki. The epic Ramayana narrates the life of Ram, a legendary prince of Ayodhya city in the kingdom of Kosala. The story follows his 14-year exile, urged by his father, King Dashrath, on the request of Ram's stepmother, Kaikeyi. His travels across the forest in the Indian subcontinent with his wife Sita and his brother Lakshman. The kidnapping of Sita by Ravan, the demon king of Lanka. To rescue Sita, Ram needed to cross Lanka. The Vanars of the Vanar Sena constructed a bridge to Lanka in 5 days. Ram crossed the bridge and pursued Ravan for many days.
So everybody sit and enjoy the dance showcasing building of Ram Setu by Vanar Sena for Lord Rama, presented by the students of class 5A.
सेतु बांधा रे, सेतु बांधा रे, सेतु बांधा रे, सेतु बांधा रे, सेतु बांधा रे सागरी, सेतु बांधा रे सागरी, सेतु बांधा रे सागरी, सितावर रामचंद्र की जय। सेतु बांधा रे, सेतु बांधा रे, सेतु बांधा रे सागरी, सेतु बांधा रे सागरी, सेतु बांधा रे सागरी, सितावर रामचंद्र की जय। गिरिराजांचे देह निखळुनी गजांग शात्या शिळा उचलुनी गिरिराजांचे देह निखळुनी गजांग शात्या शिळा उचलुनी जळात जारे जवे ढकलुनी जळात जारे जवे ढकलुनी सेतु बंधने जोडून ओढा सेतु बंधने जोडून ओढा समीप लंकापुरी सेतु बांधा रे सागरी सेतु बांधा रे सागरी सेतु बांधा रे सागरी सितावर रामचंद्र की जय। फेका झाळे फेका डोंगर पृष्ठी झेलिल त्याना सागर फेका झाळे फेका डोंगर पृष्ठी झेलिल त्याना सागर ओढा पृथ्वी पैल तटावर ओढा पृथ्वी पैल तटावर वडवाग्नी तो धरील माथी वडवाग्नी तो धरील माथी सेतु शेषापदी सेतु बांधा रे सागरी सेतु बांधा रे सागरी सेतु बांधा रे सागरी सितावर रामचंद्र की जय। राम भक्तिये दाटून पोटी शततीर्थांच्या लवल्या पाठी राम भक्तिये दाटून पोटी शततीर्थांच्या लवल्या पाठी सत्कार्याच्या पथिकासाठी सत्कार्याच्या पथिकासाठी श्रीरामाला असेच घेती श्रीरामाला असेच घेती वानर पाठी बदी सेतु बांधा रे सागरी सेतु बांधा रे सागरी सेतु बांधा रे सागरी सितावर रामचंद्र की जय।
Ram and Ravan are fighting a fierce battle with bow and arrows for nearly 7 days. The battle was such an intense duel that it shook all the worlds and frightened all people. Gandharvas, the gods of heaven, are also worried and join their hands and start to pray.
May all the worlds endure forever. May Ram conquer Ravan.
It is said that when the human form, Lord Ram and demon Ravan engaged in a battle, it was so out of the world that for a while both their respective armies stopped dueling and stood watching the two fight with their eyes depicting wonder and hearts impressed. Ravan now starts attacking Ram's chariot. This angers Ram.
How dare could you attack my chariot, Ravan? I'll teach you a lesson for this.
Ha 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 ha! Hey Ram, try as much as you can. You can do no harm to me. Ha 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 ha!
Ram again starts attacking Ravan fiercely with all his might.
Ha 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 ha! See, I told you that you can do no harm to me. Ha 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 ha!
Here is Vibhishan, the younger brother of the king of Lanka, Ravan and Kumbhakarna. Though a demon himself, Vibhishan displayed none of his clan's characteristic behavior. He was in fact a noble character and a great devotee of Lord Ram. Vibhishan was all for peace and tried to advise Ravan against abducting Ram's wife Sita. He wanted his brother to return Sita to her husband. When the former refused to heed his words, Vibhishan deserted him and joined Ram's army. Seeing the potential damage that his brother was capable of causing to Ram's army, Vibhishan stepped forward and revealed the secret of Ravan's death to Ram.
Oh my god! Let me tell you secret of Ravan. Ravan stores the nectar of immortality in his navel, and in order to slay him, it is necessary to hit him in the navel and dry up the nectar. Jai Shri Ram! Jai Shri Ram!
Maharaj ki jai! Maharaj ki jai! Lakshman, go to Ravan quickly before he dies and request him to share whatever knowledge he can. A brute he may be, but he is also a great scholar.
The obedient Lakshman rushed across the battlefield to Ravan's side and whispered in his ears.
Oh demon king, do not let your knowledge die with you. Share it with us and wash away your sins.
Ravan responded by simply turning away his head.
Ravana is arrogant as he always was, too proud to share anything.
Where did he sit while asking Ravan for knowledge?
Next to his head, so that I hear what he had to say clearly.
Lord Ram smiled, placed his bow on the ground, and walked to where Ravan lay. Lakshman watched in astonishment as his divine brother knelt at Ravan's feet.
Lord of Lanka, you abducted my wife, a terrible crime for which I have been forced to punish you. Now you are no more my enemy. I bow to you and request you to share your wisdom with me. Please do that, for if you die without doing so, all your wisdom will be lost forever to the world.
Ravan opens his eyes and raises his arms to salute Lord Ram. Lakshman is surprised.
Wish I had more time as your teacher, then as your enemy, standing at my feet as a student should, and like your rude younger brother, you are worthy recipient
of my knowledge. I have very little time, so I cannot share much. But let me tell you the important lessons I have learned in my life. Things that are actually bad for you seduce you easily. You run towards them impatiently. So you must defer bad actions and avoid them as much as you can. Things that are actually good for you fail to attract you. You shun them creatively, finding powerful excuses to justify your procrastination. So you must do good actions without any delay as much early as you can. That is why I was impatient to abduct Sita but avoided meeting you. This is the wisdom of my life, Lord Rama. My last words, I give it to you.
So friends, did you understand the difference between Ram's and Lakshman's behavior with Ravan when Ravan was lying on his deathbed? Lakshman displayed ego and pride while talking to Ravan, whereas Ram displayed humility.
Humility goes together with respect. Humility is when one knows about his or her strengths but do not show. Humility allows one to be great in the hearts of many. Humility creates an open mind. With humility, we can recognize our own strengths and the strengths of others. So friends, be humble, be human.